I'm Jim Czek. You're watching Kelowna Now. I'm here with Christy and Angela, and you guys are doing the 10K clinic Run for the Sun.
Yes,
Did I get that right?
you did.
I get some
Yes.
stuff right. You run a lot.
Yes, yeah, we both are insane in that regard. I've been running competitively for 41 years
41
now.
years.
Yeah, and I've been coaching for about 30 of those.
Wow. That's one thing I never really took up was running. I work out, I don't run.
Mm-hmm.
But running is like it's your own adrenaline rush kind of thing, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They talk about the runner's high, and it's really, is it the only legal drug out there? Maybe, I don't know. We'll fact check that, but it's they do talk about the runner's high, and it's just that endorphin rush that you get from
How long have you been running?
41 years.
You started when you were a baby?
Yeah, like, is that possible?
I was waiting for that.
Wow. And how long have you been running?
10 years.
10 years.
Yes.
Did she get you hooked
She
on it?
sure did.
So she's a dealer.
That's right. Yeah. She's a pusher.
A pusher. Good vibes and endorphins.
So you've been doing it for 10 years, and what do you like the best thing you get out of it? What do you think is?
I would have to say all of the friends that are my closest family members now have been as a result of joining the run clinics and the run community and
fitness. Obviously, you get out of it too. Right?
Yes,
good side benefit, right?
Yeah. Side effects are great.
And what's this run for Kelowna? What's it all about?
Well, we've actually been doing this for, I'm going to say 12 years, 13 years that we've been running this specific clinic. And it is
we'll put that in the notes too.
That would be wonderful. It's a 13-week program, and it is targeted at two specific groups. First of all, people who have never run and they'd like to learn how to run and to get into the sport in a very intimidation-free environment. And there's a second group of people. We have a ton of repeat runners that come back again and again, and those are people that have done it. They feel comfortable with the distance, but now they want to improve on their time, they want to improve on their fitness. So those are the two primary groups that we work with, and it's a great program for beginner runners. I can't stress that enough. And that so many people, they think, oh, I can't run, it's too hard. And I typically will say to them, well, what do you do? And they'll typically say, well, I went out and I tried to run for 5K and I almost died. And I said, well, whoa, that's your first problem. You don't need to run the entire distance. We like to work people into it.
So walk, run.
Yeah. In fact, the first session for the Learn to Run group, you're running 1 minute.
Yeah. I remember we had a meeting, you and I, and you invited me to a meeting, and it was on the trail.
Yes.
I was going to say it's an active meeting.
Movement meetings. Yeah, we like to move. I think better when I move, and I think you get the blood flowing, you get some fresh air, and that's optimal as opposed to sitting.
And in this day and age, health span is everything. Right.
Absolutely.
And then we don't want to, I don't want to make it political, but we shouldn't be trusting the healthcare system. We better trust our own healthcare.
Yeah. We have a sick care system. That's what we have.
That's right.
Yeah.
So.
We had said before if it was allowed for everyone to have them because they're just so great for all of us, that's probably the best reason why we don't have access without our own initiative.
Yeah. No, running is something, like I said, I try to do more cardio now when I'm working out for sure. Try to build it in more so. Because cardio is so important as well, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. You need a good combination of cardio, weight training / resistance training, and mobility work, strengthening, stretching. And one of the biggest things about running, and Ange alluded to this, is that it's the social aspect. This is such a great way to meet people. We typically have anywhere between 50 to 1 year we had up to 100 people in the clinic. And you get to know people who are moving at the same pace as that you are, and running. I'm a raging introvert, and so running is the perfect sport for me because it's that combination of it's an individual sport. I have no one to blame for my performance or lack thereof but me, and but also you're part of a larger community, and everyone is there to lift you up, even though you're only training and racing against yourself. So it's a great environment for people who are looking to get out in the community, to meet new people, and to feel better about themselves, to learn how to do something new.
So I guess people, when they start off, when they're going to this clinic, is it all demographics? I would take it like people Like even at my age, they're
Older.
starting to run.
Even at your age.
Even at my age.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. All
There
ages.
you go. So people can come and they can just kind of find where they're comfortable at, kind of thing, and then if they like it, they just continue doing it, right?
For sure.
And it's cheap, right? Because it's outside.
Yes, exactly. And you know, really the only equipment you need, you need
Good pair of runners,
shoes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you can run barefoot, I guess, but.
You
Give it a
could.
try.
Absolutely.
But yeah, so the equipment is whatever you want. A good pair of shoes and some clothing, right? And layers, I imagine, is the smartest thing to do, right?
Yeah. This time of year, I mean, we've been very fortunate with the weather this winter. But, you know, we teach you how to layer, how to dress properly for running in the more extreme conditions that hopefully, touch wood, we won't get this winter.
So if a person like myself that hasn't run and then says, oh, I want to do a half marathon, is that doable in a year?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We would start you right here.
Right there.
Start you here. We'd get your base. We'd get you up to 10K, and then we'd build on that from there. And keep in mind as well, and you always want to set those pie in the sky goals. You want to set that half marathon, 10K goal, and then you worry about the steps to get there.
Yeah.
And that's what this 13-week program is. Is it's just building that staircase to get to that 10K goal.
So 13 weeks, walk us through 13 weeks. Kind of how does that work? Do you assess people in the first day when they show up? They sign up?
Yeah, we kind of ask for people's involvement, experience levels. Usually it's easier for everyone to start.
It's not like here we're going to there.
That's
Whoever
right,
makes
as
it
fast
there
as you
can be in. The other one's like,
Yeah, and then
come
you
back
kind of
next
gauge
year.
out who's left behind.
Yeah, we're not that brutal.
No,
I think that's how the Kelowna Rockets let you pick your jersey.
That's right.
First one
Yeah,
back.
a little more cutthroat.
So then is it a weekly kind of thing, commitment kind of thing?
And the program is such that they run 3 days a week, no more, no less. And people are sometimes shocked at that. They think, well, I have to run every day. No, you don't. In order to get the gains, it's 3 days a week, a 13-week program. What we do is you have 3 weeks of building, and then you have a recovery week. And we continue that progression until we get to the end of the program, and we all go and run the Sun Run in Vancouver with 45,000 other people.
Yeah, wow. So that's like kind of a climactic moment, right? So you kind of go do something, get that little, you get a badge or something like that at the end?
Oh,
or?
do you get
bragging rights?
A sticker or something, right?
Yeah.
I guess it's something
Gold
you
star.
can tick off your bucket list.
That's
It
right.
really is. That's an experience. Have you ever run the Sun Run?
I don't run, so that's
Not
you know what I
yet.
mean. Yeah,
You need to. You need to get a Sun Run.
I was tired when I was walking with you.
Well, you even build up to it.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's quite an experience. I would call it less of a race and more of an event.
Yeah.
And it's yes.
We were in Hawaii one year because they have that big marathon there. I can't remember the name of it. It's a huge one though. It's
you were in the one in Waikiki.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't remember the name because it's almost like the
It's a
Boston
Honolulu
Marathon. Yeah.
it's a good one.
And then our hotel was on the strip there where it was running, and I thought, "What's all that rapid?" I looked, it just went forever and ever and ever. Lots of
all
people
these crazy people
Yeah.
doing it.
in costumes, and like there's all kinds of like regular runners, and then there's people dressed up as a bunny rabbit or what what I mean. Different
That's
groups. You could see people that dress kind of in a group kind of thing, and so
There's some
lots of people
themes.
really having fun with it for sure.
Yeah.
How many marathons have you run?
I have done 28 full marathons.
Wow.
And
And what's did you do the Boston Marathon?
I've done almost
figured
all
you
of
would
the
have
six
done,
majors.
yeah.
I've done New
I
York,
figured.
Boston, Chicago, London, Berlin, Rome. Those are some of the bigger ones.
So you're like a professional runner. Do you have a shoe deal yet?
Yeah. You have a sponsor. What's going on?
I call myself Schmalite.
And if you don't have a shoe deal, you can get a hold of her on Instagram.
That's a not yet thing, right? Not yet.
But at least I'm not crazy enough to do ultra trail runs, which is what this
Ultra?
one here does.
Yeah.
What's that, like running in
that's-
like steep hills and stuff like that? or-
Yeah.
Wow.
Out to the
Yeah,
wilderness
that's
and say,
another.
"Find your way home."
That's another step that starting to run kind of you can go so many different
Wow.
spaces with it, and it just happened to an opportunity to run from here to Naramata.
Oh wow. Kind of your own path or just? Or do
Oh,
you
it's laid out for you.
Oh, it's
Thank
laid out,
goodness,
yeah.
or I'd probably still be out there.
ended up in like Greenwood or
That's
something
right.
like that.
That's right. New resident.
Wow. Anything else you guys want to add?
I think that just anybody who's even considering
Yeah.
this to at least come out and give it a try. It's such a phenomenal experience. What I think I'm speaking for both of us when I say that one of the best things is being at the finish line of that race and just seeing people so elated at achieving something they never thought was possible.
So if you want to find out more, runkelowna.com, right there on the bottom.
Runkelowna.com.
We'll put this in the comments as well. And then obviously there's a cost.
There is. It's $149 plus taxes and the registration fees. So I think it comes around.
So 149 Canadian, which works at like $3 American. Right?
Exactly. Practically free in the
That's
US.
right.
So we're hoping to attract.
So if you got American money, you can basically do this for nothing.
That's right.
Only $150 in play money.
That's right.
Yeah. So runkelowna.com. And I guess you could go there, and if it didn't work out for you, then you just said, well, you tried it at least,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Um,
but we're good people. We got a great group of leaders.
Yeah.
And we're
Meet
there
you.
to help you.
I know a lot of people like definitely had it on their bucket list to do a marathon because it's kind of like a badge. A lot of people want
Yeah.
kind of
So
thing, right?
some people think it's completely untouchable.
Yeah. Have you done some marathons as well? Yeah. So are you trying to catch up?
Oh God, no. Absolutely not.
She's a lot more normal.
I'm a hell of a cheering squad on the other side, though.
I know, like for me, like I work out 365 days a year. It's kind of like part of me, right? And I think
Yeah.
running is part of you, right? So and
Absolutely.
it's
Yeah.
kind
What you
of it's really like I get anxious if I don't.
Yes, that's what people don't understand. People that don't run or work out in any capacity, they say, "Well, I'm too tired to," and I say, "I'd be tired if I don't
Oh yeah,
do that."
I would just be like
It
so anxious.
It
Yeah.
energizes you and it charges you. It focuses you. So it's but again, we know that because we do it. And so for people who don't do that, I get it. The intimidation factor is there. Running is a very intimidating sport.
I find it
so-
almost like being reborn it's kind of just washes away yesterday.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And to say the same thing, I used to swim a lot. It kind of like washes away yesterday's troubles.
Oh,
Right?
I completely
And you feel
agree.
like when you run,
Yeah.
right? Especially when
I
you
say when I'm done my run, I'm done with it.
Yeah.
Whatever it was that was
Yeah.
bugging me
But
or taking me away from all the other good things in my day.
And it's right here in the sun run as your goal. So goal setting is such an important thing to teach youth in that too. And running is basically a small goal, right? And it's here to the finish line, and that's the goal. You accomplish it. Oh, I can do more. I can do more. I can do more.
Yeah, once you
Right, so-
realize that you can achieve that and you've pushed through the uncomfortable feelings that come with the build, you realize, oof, what's next? Like, let's set some more goals.
Yeah, I can do whatever I want.
Yeah.
It
exactly.
definitely is. I mean, I do a big proponent of goal setting, right? And I think that people find, like you said, success in accomplishing one goal means, oh, I can do more. I can do more. So.
Yeah, it's a mindset. And once you get familiar with that process, goal setting, achieving, it becomes almost addictive.
And it's
Yeah, I
we're
want more.
at the beginning of the year. If you want to kick off 2025 and put this in and health span, like we talked about, health span is so important.
Yeah,
This is your year. So runkelowna.com, $149. 13 weeks of fun. If you break that down by weeks, that's almost nothing.
Yeah.
It's practically
Spend more on
free.
coffee.
Exactly.
Especially down in the Las Vegas where I was, it was $20 for $20 Canadians for 2 black coffees,
I
Americanos.
believe it. And then you go
$20.
back and you look at your credit card statement.
Oh my God,
and
yeah.
you think,
That's it.
oof.
Thank you. Anyway, we do thank you for watching Kelowna Now.
Thanks.